Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your Super Saturday Sports, talking all things GV hockey and, where are we? Get the right microphone going there. Micheal Nelsen joins me. Good morning, Micheal.
Good morning, Micheal. How are you?
Doing very well. You look nice and sprightly this morning.
Yep, only one coffee this morning.
Only one coffee? That's right. Got back at a normal hour last night?
Yeah, it was before 2 o'clock, so it was fantastic.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah.
That's always handy. You had, obviously, the ladies and gentlemen were referring to the fact that Michael's the under-18 GVHA coach and had a couple of games in Melbourne last night.
We did. We had a game, 2 games, one at Essendon against, the second game was against Yarra Valley. I remember that one. The first game was against Powerhouse St Kilda at Essendon. So yep. 2 reasonably close games together. Had a lot of downtime in the middle to...
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was great to have a good chat with them rather than being on the bus and having to deal with their music.
Fair enough. I didn't play any Taylor Swift for you this morning. Sorry.
That's all right. I had enough of it last night.
So, obviously, a bit undermanned last night.
Yeah. Through a lot of reasons, we didn't have our full side last night. We ended up taking down a team that could have played under 16, so no 17 or 18-year-olds in it, which was always going to be a struggle. Taking on the first position team and third position, we're fourth going into last night, so going to be 2 strong, challenging games. And unfortunately, both games we came away without points. It was 5-1 in the first game. Against Powerhouse. They also played undermanned. I think they had 11. And we, in the second game, having played 2 games of hockey, second half of the second game, just got tired, started making silly mistakes, and more goals got let in, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, that seems to be the way it is with younger people and probably not having trained together much either, I would have thought.
Yeah, that's it. We had a few people who actually had never played or trained with the team who came in to fill in for us last night. They slogged into the team fantastically. One thing that both the coaches of the other teams mentioned to me after the game was they couldn't believe the talent of the young kids. And they're only going to get better with a bit more coaching, a bit more maturity, and playing more hockey. They're going to become fantastic players.
Well, that's good to hear that the under 16s pretty much stood up and did a relatively job in what is predominantly it's an under 18s comp anyway, and predominantly male comp, whereas we bring down probably a mixed team.
Yeah, so generally you play against teams that are with 1 or 2 female girls on the team, and some of them rotated through, so there's only ever 1 girl on the field, which is a little bit unfair on them. We win the game against Powerhouse last night. There were 3 really good girls in their back line, and we couldn't get through them. Our players just couldn't figure out that instead of trying to take the player on, you pass the ball around them, and that way they can't take it off you. Which we'll work on that at training. We had in our team last night. We only had 3 boys, so it was a team of young girls, and they played fantastically, playing against guys who are physically bigger. Some of them I'm looking up and going, are you really 18? And they didn't back down. If there was a 50-50 ball, they went for it. I was really pleased to see that. They didn't let that size become a factor.
No, that's fantastic. Well done to those that took the opportunities out there and had a crack at the under 18 comp last night. Also last night, the Holland fundraiser night.
Yeah, I couldn't be there because I was down in Melbourne, but from what I've heard, it was a fantastic turnout. Lots of people there, really supporting Connor, and rightfully so. He's got this great opportunity to go off and play in South Africa. And to see not just the hockey community, but community in general turning out was fantastic.
Yeah, it was good to see a few out there and a few different faces around that don't normally get out there and see. But it was good. A bit of music out there, which it was good, playing all the time, which was a bit different.
Okay, that could have been fun.
But no, I thought it was a relatively good atmosphere out there as well. And all that, so.
Do we want to touch on the scoreline?
Strikers won.
Yeah,
in the men.
Cool. And in the women?
And in the women, Rutan won. So we split the points, so that was probably a good thing. I'm not sure what happened in the B grade results.
No, I don't know.
Unfortunately, I didn't venture over to the that side. So to be perfectly honest, when I got out of the change rooms, it was probably halfway through the first half anyway. So it was one of those nights where you look out and go, yep, That's done.
Off
Thank
to the
you.
bar.
Let's keep walking and support the girls and all that. So, no, it was a tough evening, but anyway, we put it in the memory bank and save it for another time. So
that's it. And from what I understand, you're playing against you're playing in the team. You're playing against effectively their full lineup.
Yeah, I don't think they could fit any more star power into that lineup.
That's quite good for them. Yeah.
And considering we had 11, pretty much.
Okay.
So that was they had about 16 or so rotating through the bench, and some of these players obviously play in Melbourne a fair bit.
Yes, they do.
And yeah, it was an interesting experience. We'll put it that way. Go from there. So now you guys got SYC's got takes on the Chica.
SYC and Chica are playing in the A men and A women today. That'll be a fun game. First time we've played against each other in Shepparton.
Okay. Yep.
So we're looking. SYC are looking to kind of avenge a few defeats over there.
Yep.
Over here, where we're more used to playing, we train on the field. So
it's surprising. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal, but it actually does seem like it is actually a big deal. Like, I mean, we've spoken a couple of times in regards to the Chica pitch, but it's something about it.
Yeah, and even with the under-18s last night, so playing at the State Netball Hockey Centre, which is the Blue Band venue in Victoria, we play on it every second game, so we play it every time we go down.
Yeah.
We're playing against teams who only play on it twice a year. So
you've got a distinct advantage.
We have a really distinct advantage because that pitch is extremely tricky. It even takes me 5 minutes to try and remember how it plays. In just the bounce, the feel, the way that the ball reacts and moves.
Because that's a pure water-based pitch, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the best of the best. International pitch. It's hosted Commonwealth Games. It's Champions Trophies. It's a very, very good pitch, but it plays completely differently to everything else. Which, if you're playing at international level, is okay because they're used to playing it, mate. They don't play on sand, but again, playing different fields, it's like, you've got to get used to the way that they feel.
Now, we've got a few minutes left before the news and all that sort of stuff, but a big night tonight.
It is. It's the GVHA Players and Supporters Ball tonight at the GV Hotel.
Yep.
The past form has been that it's been a very entertaining, fun night. Also, the Sunday after has been generally very quiet.
Hence why there's no hockey tomorrow.
Yes, that's a very good decision there by the draw committee.
Very much so. But yeah, obviously there's going to be a few players and supporters floating around there tonight.
Yeah, we're looking for a big night. A couple hundred people, I think. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. And yeah, just a good night to let the hair down and forget the fact that we play for different clubs and just get together and have fun in the middle of the season.
Still tickets available, I'm guessing?
There are still tickets available, yes.
Get onto the GVHA Golden Valley Hockey Association Facebook page. That's what I was looking for. Oh, jeez. It was a late night for me too, for other reasons than travelling on a bus. But yeah, get on there and there's all the links to it and all that sort of stuff, which will be good. And next week, Senior Country Week.
Yeah, so Senior Country Week down in Melbourne. Golden Valley sending down 3 teams. So there's a men's and a women's open team. They're both playing in Div 1. And then there's also a men's masters team, which is fantastic to see all the old stagers getting out and having a run around like they're 18-year-olds.
Well, I don't know if they're running around like they're 18-year-olds, but they're getting out there and trying to.
When they're out there amongst, players of the same vintage, it looks like they're 18-year-olds again.
No, that's exactly
poetry in slow motion.
No, that's a fair point too. Yeah, girls playing down in Geelong.
Yep. So the women are playing down in Geelong. Yep. As they have for many years. The men's competitions played at Hawthorn.
That's a bit of a change to the previous years.
It's been Hawthorn for. I thought it was back in between Footscray and Hawthorn. It was supposed to be at Footscray this year, but they're doing some maintenance on their grounds next weekend. So we've been moved to Hawthorn.
Yeah, okay. So that'll be interesting. Yeah. Do you know what that pitch is like? I've got to play on it.
There's a couple of pitches in Hawthorn there. They're sandy.
They're sandy?
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
So with a bit of luck, they're both all playing in the top divisions. They come home having had good results, and it's always a fun weekend for playing.
Well, fair enough. Well, that's exactly right. Well, thanks very much, Michael. Thanks for coming in. Have a good day. All the best against the Chica this afternoon.
Thank you.
And all the best at the ball tonight.
Sure, I'll see you there.
That's probably the more important one, I think.